Okay, guys, I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna make a video and on how to hack your Midnight Club Los Angeles. And well, here's my pile of games. As you can see, I got Test Drive Unlimited, Gran Turismo, Black Ops, Model 3, got the Throttle, Need for Speed, and that's most undercover. Okay, for the following things that you're gonna need, well, obviously you'll need a ps3, your TV, your USB flash drive. Doesn't matter what it is as long as it works with the PS3 and your Xbox, or not your Xbox, your PC. What you're gonna want to do is put your USB inside in your PS3. You're gonna want to go. It's like the same thing as Gran Turismo. If you ever modded it, what you have to do is just go over to your save. Go to your save data utility, PS3. That's what mine is. And as you can see, that's my career save. You're gonna want to copy. Look for your USB flash drive. Mine is Cruiser Glide, so click that. And yes, since I already have it, I'm gonna replace it just for the heck of the tutorial. And just gonna wait until it loads. It's finished. So now what you want to do is take it out, connect it to your computer. If I can get it to go in. Okay, there. So it's on. And now I'll do it from my desktop. Okay, so as I said, I'm on my desktop. I was going to show you on here what you're going to want to do. If your USB pops up like it should normally do, well, mine doesn't, I don't know why. All I did is open up a folder. Like over here, I went to my computer, clicked on that. I looked for my USB flash drive, and you have your PS3 folder. I mean, I would really recommend you guys make a backup, because if you lose your data, you know, it happens, and I am not responsible for your data getting lost. So okay, and now for the mod tool. You're going to want to go on to MC Interceptors, look them up on Facebook. It's a really great group. It's for Gran Turismo, you know, any typical type of racing games. And as you can see, Marcus Tam, he is, I guess, he's the founder of MC Interceptors. So, I mean, thank him, you know, like the page, you know, show him support on YouTube. And I posted the link on here. It's on MediaFire. It's the MCLA mod tool for PS3. This works with PS3. This also works with Xbox if you have Xbox, but that's going to be a whole different thing. But we're talking right now, we're only talking about PS3. So once you get it, I already have it, so I'm not going to download it. But yeah, it's only 341 kilobytes, so it's not that much. But I already have it, so you're going to get it in a RAR file. Then once you get it in a RAR file, you're going to want to extract it. Like, it's right here, but since I already have it extracted, it would be over here. So you would want to, you know, click extract files if you have WinRAR. If you don't have it, you know, just Google it and download it. So you're going to want to go to MCLA. You're going to want to double click, and my computer glitched out, so damn it, piece of shit. Okay, I don't know why it does that. It does that when I'm recording on Bandicam. I don't know why. But anyways, yeah, you double click on that. I gotta wait for it to load. Oh yeah, by the way, do you guys like my Supra in the background? It's pretty sick. Black Toyota Supra, black on black. While that loads, anyways, just, you know, try to join the page at MC Interceptors. I mean, we do Midnight Club Los Angeles meets. We do meets on Test Drive Unlimited 2, meets on Gran Turismo 5. Practically on the 3 of those games. We like to stance our cars. We used to, when modding was allowed in Gran Turismo, we like to mod our cars, you know, stance them out, make them look nice. But now since they patched that, we can't do that. So we're kind of, I can't say that we're moving on to Midnight Club, but I don't know, I guess we all of a sudden we started playing it, so Gotta wait till this. Gotta wait until this thing loads. So. It's being a pain in the ass. I'm gonna pause the video, and then once it opens or whatever, I'll play the video again. So yeah. Okay, guys, I'm back. It was, I don't know, it was taking a long time when I record. I don't know why. It's probably like due to the RAM on my computer. I'm not sure. I'm running on a desktop, so like this is like the same type of mod tool almost exactly just as the one for Gran Turismo. All you do is go to open folder. You're gonna want to look for your USB flash drive on here or wherever you put that folder. I mean, saying if you already clicked and dragged a copy onto your desktop, you can also open it from your desktop, but I don't do that. I just go straight from my USB because I already have a backup on my computer, so I really don't care. So you're gonna want to go to your computer, and while it's searching, go down to your removable disk drive or whatever you have for your USB. Click on ps3, save data. It should say MC4 save or somewhere or whatever. If yours is different, as long as it's the Midnight Club save. So that's clicked, and you click OK. Then all of your cars should at least pop up on here. So I'm gonna modify my charger, since the charger really can't do any put rims on here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give mine carbon fiber hood, give it intercooler. The rim model, I'm gonna actually swap out the rims. I'm not sure what the rim model ID is for each one, but I'm just gonna put a random one. Put a rim model 9. I'm not sure what that does. Okay. Ride height. As the ride height is gonna be kind of weird. Instead of going negative to lower it down to 0, actually you want to go positive. You actually want to go up. So I'm gonna go to 11, and so it's gonna be pretty slammed. So I'm gonna go to, actually no, I'll do 10 because I don't want to do it that slammed. And rim size, you can actually change the size of your rims. So since it's slammed, I don't know, I'll put probably 18-inch rims. That's for my rim size. Tire profile, oh yeah, you can swap your tires if you want, but I'm not gonna mess with that. So I'm gonna save it. Every time you change something like that, you want to save it. So go to save changes, click save changes. Okay, now for the colors and the custom LED lights. Excuse me. What you want to do is when it shows the light bulb color, that's for like the little light bulb inside the color. You can change that. I don't know, I guess I'll do mine blue. So you kind of toy around with this or whatever. I'll do mine like blue or something, baby blue or whatever. And for the bumped tail lights, as you can see right here, it says bumped tail lights. That's actually for the color of your lights, like the tinting on it. Like you can tint it. So I don't know. I usually like to do mine kind of dark, give it like a dark mask. And well, I kind of like the way it looks sometimes with a dark mask. I'll do mine like a kind of a darkish faded gray. So I mean that'll be good. This one, same taillights. I mean, you can make them blue, but if you make them blue, I really don't recommend you. It kind of looks really silly. If you do like a blue, it looks kind of weird, rice-ish. But anyways, police lights, you can actually change them. You can make them blue, yellow, red. I don't know. I'll probably try green or something. I'll do green. The other one, probably do freaking blue. I don't know. I'll do blue, green, and blue. So yeah, the one that it says for red, I changed it to green, and the blue will just left it. Really. For your headlights, you can actually swap the colors on it. Make it like LED blue. Make it blue. I always like making my headlights LED blue, and for high beams you can swap out. I'm not sure which ones it is for the headlights. I always just change them to the same color that I'm gonna do for HIDs or LEDs. The high beams, that's when you put your high beams on. You can change the color of that. Okay, I put blue. I'll make them green for the heck of it. Actually, no, I'll do it red. It's a comp car. Which one is it for red? Oh, there we go. I'll do it. Yeah, I'll just keep it that type of red. Red. You can change your brake caliper color. I don't know. I guess white, since white they don't have it white. I'll do white or something. I'm gonna do white for my brake calipers. Oh yeah, you can change the gauges if you want. Dash gauge color. I don't know I'm not sure what dash gauge color B is. I think that's like for the stereo and stuff. But I'll do that one like a really heavy blue, since I don't know. I think really heavy blue looks pretty sick. Interior neons, you can change those exterior neons. I don't know. Yeah, what the hey. I'll do neons on it. I'll do neon. Interior neon will be red, just because, blue and red cop, whatever. You can change your reverse lights, but I'm not going to change that because I think it'll just be silly. So you can change your rim colors too if you want. Your rim color A, the B, C, D. That's like from the inner to the outer layer of the rim color. And your window tint, you can change that too if you want. You can make it black. Make it pretty pimped out black. Light, tailgate, tail light glass color. I'm not sure what those are for. The headlight glass color. I'm guessing that's just for the glass. But the bump in the headlight are like for the outer plastic tinting, is what it is. And these I think are for the metal color of your rims. So like if you want to make them, if you want to change the color of the rims, you can do that. You know what? I'll just try making it like a gold or something. And if not, I'll just probably like freaking do whatever. Alright, so I got a gold there. Two on there. I'm just gonna make it all gold, I guess. So I'm just trying to go through the whole thing of the idea of this. But yeah, all these are like to change the colors on everything. So, oh yeah, the exterior and neon intensity, that's like if you turn this up, the higher you put it up, like the faster it's gonna blink. So the exterior neon, so the neons under your car, they're gonna flash pretty quick. So I'm gonna put 12. Yeah, 12 would be pretty cool. The exterior neon flash rate, I'm actually gonna put that up. Actually, this one's for the flash rate, so like if you how fast you want it to blink. But I'll put this at 12. Interior neon. The higher you put it, the higher the light is gonna be. So I don't know, I'll do like a 6 or something. I don't know. Neon flash, I'll do that pretty cool. And I'm guessing you can do that on the rims too. I'm not sure, but I'll put like 5 or something. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And you want to save your changes every time you do something or change it on here. You want to save your changes all the time. This, I'm not sure. I still haven't gotten to the idea of how this works. So I'm not quite sure on how this works. So as I did everything saved on here, I got my intercooler, carbon fiber. Oh yeah, and if you put the wide body, like you really don't even have a chassis, or not a chassis, but the outer shell of the car if you put that. So yeah. Anyways, since like I said about the chassis and everything, like if you put the wide body on, the shell of your car isn't gonna show. So that's if you use it in like cup car. I'm not sure how the rest of them work. Anyways, I'm gonna mod my 240SX quick. So I don't know. I'm just gonna slam it. So on my right height, I'm gonna put 10. Actually 11. That's what I had for my other one. Rim size 17s look pretty nice on it. Your camber, you can actually change your camber on there, so that's pretty cool. I'll put 100 because the more camber or whatever, it looks kind of way better. So I'm gonna use an intercooler. See my changes. I'm gonna change. Change the tint of my thing. Light bulb, window brake. My headlights, I'm gonna make them LED blue because I always like doing that. High beams, I'll make those always a dark blue. Alright, save my changes. Height and everything. Okay. So save changes after you're done modifying your cars. As I said, you save changes after you do that. Then now you click save folder, exit out of it, and now we're gonna go back to our console to see how it works. So we'll go back on to the PS3. Okay, so we're gonna go back onto our PS3. You unplug your USB drive and connect it into your PS3 like so. Once it's plugged in, hopefully you guys can see that it's plugged in legitly. You go back onto your PS3, and yes, it's a JDM as fuck theme. I got that off of a theme off the internet. You can actually download them. So, anyways, we're gonna go back into our save data utility, onto our USB drive, and we're gonna want to overwrite our new hack data. So you're gonna go to options with triangle and copy. And now it's gonna tell you if you want to overwrite it, just click yeah. And then, are you sure? Just click yeah, nobody really cares. Let it load. And now you want to play your game. Really don't care if you guys see it, because it's not like you guys are gonna be able to play it. So, and now we just wait. So I'll start the recording again once we get the game going. Or actually no, I'll just do it right here, right now. Sorry for the crap quality, but I don't own a HD PVR. If I did, I would have recorded it with it. Might think of buying a Dazzle. If any of you guys have a Dazzle HD PVR type of little thing or whatever that you connect to your PC while you record or whatever, hit me up, tell me on how it looks, give me a feedback on how they look, and I might be coming from buying one so I can do HD tutorials, doing way better. So we got a game, and hopefully it will work. There's times that it won't work, sometimes it will, and yeah, it's gonna work. So Alright. So we're in our Camaro. Well, in my Camaro. It's pretty fresh, but anyways. Sorry for the crappy driving too, since I'm holding the controller with one arm and driving with the other, and I'm recording with the other. So now we're gonna go to our charger. This is the one that we modded. So see how it looks like, and it's our hacked. This is our officially hacked police car. We got cool blue lights on it. They're blinking like a champ. Let's just go and see. Let's customize it. And as I said, I did the custom dark lights because, you know, I just like them. I like that. I don't know why, but I think they look cool. So see, as you can see, we can't edit it. We can't go to exterior, interior, change the rims or anything like that. Now let's go take it out for a spin. See if the custom LED blue LEDs on them. You can change the plates too on it if you want. Pretty sick. We have red light. If you can see the red lighting inside the interior. Let's ignore him. Man. As you can see, the cool. Okay, now the front view, those are HID LEDs, whatever. Put the high beams on, you can kind of see the red high beams. So yeah, it's pretty sick. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna go back in there because I modded my 240SX and see how that one was. That one was pretty stock. But yeah, it looks pretty sick though. I'm not gonna lie. This should work with any game save. At least I should think. I'm not sure if it works with the European one. I'm not too positive. But this is my 240SX slammed, full flush, JDM, all out. This is all out JDM right here. Oh yeah, and I darkened my front headlights because I don't know. I just like darkening them because it looks pretty sick. Sometimes your muffler might not show, so I'm not sure on that. I'm gonna actually change the front bumper due to the slammed part of it. But yeah, this is pretty low. I'm not gonna lie. That's really low. You can see the suspension right there hitting the floor already. Hoods. Yeah, you can put custom carbon fiber on that one program too. Headlights. You can swap them out. See, as you can see the inside of the bulb, that's custom too because I changed that. But yeah, it looks pretty sick. And I will be showing you the whole body around it. It looks pretty sick. And now we're gonna go take it out for a test drive. Yeah, if you guys want to do a meet, just hit me up and I'll do a custom meet. And there are my custom beams. They look pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, those are my regular headlights. Now the high beams, they get a little bit darker, as you can see over there on the wall. Yeah, they look pretty sick. So that's the end of the tutorial. Hopefully you guys can get it to work for you guys too. And yeah, and this is it. Just hit me up if you guys want to do a meet. You know, we can go online, mob it up. You want our really low stance cars. And yeah. Oh, and you can also do the drift mod on here, like in that little box back in where I showed you. So I'm gonna go back on the computer quick so I can show you which one it was. MCLA. I'm not gonna go back onto the computer's PVR thing or Bandicam because that'll probably take too long to set up back again. So here it is. So once you have your car clicked on, you can actually just click on the drift mod if you want your car to drift. It's pretty sick, but it kind of gets out of control when you're trying to drive. But yeah, that's the end of the tutorial. You know, hit me up on any cruises that's going on, and yeah, So yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks a lot, guys. You know, this is for all the people out there that are trying to do this modding and stuff. So yeah, just hit me up on a meet. So yeah, see ya.